Hello, my world of rogues. It's your girl, Erin Rogoff, ready to talk about books. And not just any book, we are going to be discussing Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, which is a new favorite novel of mine. There are spoilers ahead, so you have been warned. Starting with the summary, the book, said to be Vikings meets Wonder Woman, this 17-year-old Asuka warrior named Elin is reunited on the battlefield with her brother Eerie, whom she has been thought dead for like 5 years. And she chases him, wanting to know if he's a wandering spirit or if he is back from the dead. When she discovers he's alive, that their tribe actually left him to die, Elin is taken prisoner, which is called a deer, and she is taken by the Riki clan. She is bought by Eerie's adopted family, known as Inga the mother, Fisk the brother, and Halvard the little brother. And Elin is soon trusted by the Riki, and all she wants to do is return home to her father, but will he accept her, or will he call her a warrior without honor? Now, things get really complicated and sort of confusing in certain ways, but this book is definitely worth the read. I am telling you, oh my gosh. Starting with my favorite characters, Elin is definitely my favorite character. I always love strong female leads, and Elin is quite powerful, strong, capable, and she doesn't hesitate to take down her enemies. And I envy her skill with a blade. She is amazing. Oh my gosh, the imagery that the book puts in my head is like I could see it in a movie. You get that feeling? Oh my gosh, I hope you understand that feeling. And then my other favorite character is Fisk, or Fisky. I do not know how to pronounce his name, unfortunately. He is a strong, lethal warrior with a gentle inside, and I ship him and Elin. Also, what is their shipping name? Is it Phelan or Esky? I am not sure. So tell me in the comments below, okay? There are several qualities in many characters that I really liked. Inga was motherly, Halvard was the quiet little follower, Myra was loyal, and I really liked these characters. They're very diverse, very, let's just say colorful, not in language, but like literally colorful as in slaying their enemies. But anyway, I found the characters very diverse. The imagery was just beautiful. The characters I like were strong individuals, and they fought for a cause that they believed in, even if their views were very different. And I only have one least favorite character, and that is Thorpe. He tried buying Elin when she was sold as a deer, but Fisk rescued her by buying her himself, and then Thorpe tried attacking her and left her to die in the wintry night. And the Tala, who is a priestess-like character, she saw Elin in cold peril and did nothing to help her. And then Fisk saved Elin, so kudos for that, but I did not think much of the Tala. I mean, she's a present character in the novel, but still that didn't give me reason to really like her until the end of the novel, which was amazing. And with the characters that I am indifferent to, not exactly favorite character, not exactly least favorite character, is the Tala. I hated her when she abandoned Elin to freeze to death after being strung up in a tree by Thorpe, but then I grew to like her transformation, and this makes her, like, a bit indifferent, but still very, very intriguing. And the Tala left Elin in the snow, but Elin didn't even know why she decided to save the Tala in the end. And after she did, the Tala told Elin about being chosen by the clan's goddess. So Elin has a purpose for and with the Riki clan. And I have several favorite scenes that I will be discussing. The battle scenes. All of them. No question about it. Like, seriously, I can read a book with nothing but battle, and I will be super happy, like, oh my god, proportions. I liked the first battle because that kicked off the book with a real punch. And I liked the battle where Elin was reunited with Eerie, which I thought was epic. Fisk shot an arrow into Elin's arm so she wouldn't get an arrow in the heart later. And I thought that's actually very noble. That is amazing. And just again, with the imagery, it was perfect. And then I also liked the battle where Elin fought to protect Halvard, which I thought was very beautiful, purposeful, valiant. And Elin actually had a choice with that battle. She could either escape to the Aska tribe, or she could stay and protect Halvard and Fisk's family. And she decided to save them over her own freedom, which I thought was very noble, very powerful, and very telling of Elin's spirit and personality, and that was just so beautiful. And then I also liked one of the beginning scenes where Elin was stitched up by the Riki clan's healer after being captured, and it was actually very cool because the way she described it, there was like a gash in her arm, and so it was stitched up. And I just thought, okay, that scene is very cool, and I will definitely be inspired to write a scene of my own like that for my own manuscript, which I'm working on publishing now. I'm doing revisions on the book, and I'm definitely going to be adding a scene where the main character has like cuts and scars all over her arms, and then she needs to stitch them up. And that's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a very powerful scene, just for me anyway. And then another scene that I really liked was where Elin and Fisk made love. It was so touching and so deep. Beautiful writing, and I will thank you not to make any puns about relations. Thank you. And then my final favorite scene is I loved the scene where Fisk went to Elin and then kissed her, and she said, "I don't belong to you." And then he said, "Yes, you do, like I belong to you." And that is an epic scene that totally warmed my heart. I loved it from beginning to end, and it was, I don't even know how to describe how much I loved the scene. I mean, like, if I could shoot off fireworks, I probably would. Although I'd probably get a firework in the face, knowing me. But then, anyway, moving on to a least favorite scene. I hated when Thorpe dragged Elin into the forest and then stripped her down. And that was an act of trying to take away her honor and then left her to die in the freezing cold. But when Fisk saved Elin, he beat up Thorpe for hurting her, so Fisk is very protective, and I really like that. And then moving on to topics to touch upon, I actually can't remember the last time I read about Viking-based tales without some form of Norse mythology, and my high hopes for this novel just grew and grew. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. And then there were a few slow points that seemed more like a narrative than anything else. But once you get through the beginning of Elin's day-to-day life with the Riki clan, it really does pick up speed, and I really, really liked it. And moving on for ratings, Goodreads rates the novel at a 4 out of 5 stars. My rating is a 5 out of 5 stars. So the more I sit back and think about this book, the more it grows on me, and I originally gave the book less than 5 stars, but after I was thinking about it and like reconsidering things, I thought, okay, this would make a great movie, and 2, this deserves 5 stars. Like, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. And one more thing to say, heal Para and Kend Elder. Safe travels and breathe fire, my rogue warriors. Have a great day, everyone.